What is up, guys? Jordan here with the Deck Box, coming back to you tonight with some more PTCGO. And tonight I'm going to be taking a look at a deck that most people have kind of memed a little bit and kind of messed around with, but I'm just going to give it a shot because it's one of those things where I was talking to Erica one day and I got my brain started moving probably in the wrong direction with the new meta coming out. And my thought process has been, metal's going to be really good, so fire is going to go after it. So maybe water could do something. And I know it's probably crazy, but I like to give every card a shot. I like to have fun with these decks, and so that's what I'm going to be doing. But first, before I hop into this list, I wanted to, once again, as usual, say thank you to everyone who's been joining us for our videos, been leaving comments, liking, subscribing. We've had quite a few subscribers this week, excuse me, and compared to recent videos. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. One favor I want to ask from you guys though. So got a couple things going. So what I want to start doing, I actually started doing this probably a week or so ago. Had one of our subscribers message me saying, hey, I've got a list I want you to check out, and he actually sent me two lists. So what I want to start doing is, if you guys have a list that you think might be fun or maybe competitive, and you want someone to try it out, maybe on a channel to get it out there to everyone, or just to give it a shot and potentially even tweak it a little bit to maybe help you out, I would be more than happy to do that. You can shoot those my way, and we can have fun with them on here. Like I said, they can be goofy meme decks, they could be serious decks that you just want some help with, whatever. I think it's Yellow Swell that does kind of like a Fan Friday. So I kind of want that same interaction of you guys, sending stuff to me, and we just kind of bounce ideas back and forth, and like I said, just have some fun with some of those goofy decks. So what I'll ask you to do is, if you want to send me one of those lists, originally I was going to do it through email, but I think I want to keep that more for the professional side of the YouTube. So if you guys want to send me lists or whatever, just hit me up on Twitter, follow me, tell me, hey, I want to send you a list. I'll follow you back, and we'll make it happen, and we can have some fun with it. And of course I can give you shout outs, whatever. The other side, as I just mentioned, the channel now has an email, and that will be in our about section on our channel. We want to keep that mostly for the more, I guess, professional side of YouTube. So any content creators out there who want to collab a little bit, we're a new channel, we're looking to beef up a little bit, and so maybe to collab with some of the larger channels, or even some of the smaller channels, and just kind of grow together. I think that would be super fun. Kind of been inspired from something that Trainer from Trainer TV has been talking about a lot. He's been talking about growing the community of content creators, how it was before when content creators would work together and do these collabs and things, and now you don't really see a whole lot of it. And he's right. And I feel like that would be something that would be fun to do. It would definitely help people like myself who have a fresh channel. And as I mentioned in my New Year's plans, one of my New Year's plans was to expand kind of my circle of content creators and to help me grow. And so I think that's a good way to do that. So content creators, if you have ideas or maybe advice, if you've been at it for a while or want to collab or whatever, there is an email address. For the rest of you, like I said, I want to keep that professional, so I probably won't be responding to non-professional focused emails. Hit me up on Twitter for that. It's at J3T8LAK. Very simple to find. Again, that's in our about section as well. You can hit up Erica on there as well too, and be sure to follow us on Twitter. But now, guys, we're gonna hop into this list and we're gonna have some fun. Like I said, the logic behind this was metal's gonna be good, so fire's gonna be good. So what if water could do something? Because nothing, in this particular instance, it's Gyarados GX, and he's weak to lightning. There's really not a lot of lightning out right now. We'll see what happens. But so I figured take something that essentially has no weakness right now to use against stuff that is weak to it, and just have some fun. So the list is a Gyarados GX, Zoroark GX list, and we're going to run through it, and I'm going to explain my thought process behind it, why I picked the cards I picked, and then we're just going to have some fun. So starting off, we do have a 3-3 Zoroark GX line. I did keep it heavy Zoroark because this deck requires a ton of resources to do what it needs to do, and we need to be able to hit those resources at the right time. At the same time, Zoroark is a good attacker in any situation. Can swing for 120, pretty much two-shot anything. So if for some reason your Gyarados isn't set up to do big one-shots, you have Zoroark starting off to take some two-shots, kind of weaken stuff up if you need to. And like I said, really just trade. Trade is the main thing. And what you'll be trading away mostly will be your water energy. Oh, come on, mouse. It'll be your water energy because you do run 4 Aqua Patches in this. And so that's going to help you accelerate your energy and maybe set up some Gyarados a little bit quicker. Next. Sorry, guys. Still fighting that cold. We do have 2 Tapu Lele GX. It's just for that Wonder Tag ability. Get your supporters and get set up. Normally we'd be going for turn 1 Bridget. We do not actually run Bridget in this list. My thought process behind that is we have Brooklet Hill. So really what we want to be going for is like a Sycamore, and depending on what our hand looks like, and speed through our deck a little bit more, get those resources, start setting up the energy, and go from there. We should be able to get our basics out there. We only run 7, we run 9 with the Lele, and then only 6 stage 1s. So the majority of the Pokemon we're drawing are basics. There's only 2 basics that we're going to need to be setting up, and we're just going to keep rolling through those. So next we run 4 Magikarp, and make sure to use this Magikarp from the new Crimson Invasion set. It has that Submerge. As long as this Pokemon is on your bench, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks, both yours and your opponent's. Another thing to keep an eye out for: Water Evolution. Search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon and put it on this Pokemon to evolve it, then shuffle your deck. So if you're able to pull off a crazy, like maybe you go second and you pull off this crazy turn 1 where you're able to Aqua Patch, DCE, Float Stone the active, get this guy up there and evolve, then great. You go from 30 HP to 240 HP just like that. If not, maybe turn 2 is kind of rough. You can at least do something. You can evolve to stay alive. But the reason you want to use this one is it prevents the damage done to your bench. So you're not going to be sniped by Cocos or Latios, anything like that. However, Decidueye does still do damage, but typically you're going to get set up faster because you're stage 1 than their Decidueyes will. With the 4 Magikarp, we run 3 Gyarados GX. It's not the best GX. I'm just going to come straight out and say it. But I think under the right circumstances, potentially the right deck, it could do something. Besides, it's just a cool looking Pokemon, so I had to play it. I had to. So we have Waterfall. Does 70 damage for water DCE. Not terrible. Charizard does that, but this is stage 1. And it has things like Aqua Patch to set up faster and, just a little bit better. Next, Draconic Disaster. Does 100 plus if there's any stadium card in play. In this case, it'll be your Brooklet Hills. This attack does 100 more damage, then discard that stadium card. So what that means is you need to make your stadiums count. I would not put one out later in the game if you're not planning on using this attack. Really, the only time you want one out there that could be discarded before you get to attack is early on. And what we're seeing right now is people kind of drop their count of field blowers depending on the deck. And so it makes it a little bit easier for you to keep that around. Plus, honestly, against some people, you'll be helping them. Things that run Rockruff or Buzzwole, they might be using a Brooklet Hill. So they're probably not going to get rid of it, and that's going to allow you to keep it out there to use this attack. Now, the crazy part about this is it's a water and 2 DCE. So it's really, really tough to set up. Takes a couple turns. But if you go turn 1, like I said, maybe you can get an energy attached, or maybe you can Aqua Patch DCE. There's 3 of your energy right there. Next turn, you just need a DCE, and you're swinging. So it's really just about getting set up properly. If you don't set up properly, you're going to be having a hard time. You're going to drown out there. Last, Dreadstorm GX. This is a GX attack that I think is really, really cool. If the rest of this card was really great, then this GX attack would, in my opinion, be OP. You discard an energy from each of your opponent's Pokemon. So a lot of these decks are kind of spreading their energy. Once they get one set up, they're going to set up another, and they just kind of spread it around. So Gyarados comes out there and says, I'm going to take 1 off of every single one of them. So that means you can get rid of DCE, you can get rid of strong energy, you can just get rid of their basic energy, but 1 off of every single one of their Pokemon, potentially 6 energy off the field from a 1 energy attack. So really cool GX attack, I think, and it could be later in the game that you need to do that to slow them down enough to do what you need to do to finish setting up and take the final knockout. So overall, decent card. High HP of 240 HP. That's the highest stage 1. It's not going to be KO'd very easily. It's got the same as the stage 2 Decidueye. Excuse me. So just something to consider there. Also, with Draconic Disaster, so you're swinging for 200 with the Stadium, Choice Band 230, and then we play 1 Kukui, just to take care of any big, beefy Pokemon, and does 250. So something to keep in mind, that 230 is very key. You're taking down all stage 1s, you're taking down Guardy, pretty important number. Then we have the 4 Aqua Patches, as I mentioned before. Our key is going to be using Zoroark to discard our Water Energy and Aqua Patches back onto our bench, whether it's Magikarp or Gyarados, whatever it sets up. Then I also decided to run 1 Energy Lotto, and the reason for this was because we run 4 DCE. That's what we're trying to hit, because all we need is 1 Water Energy on our Gyarados, and then we just have to make sure to hit our DCEs to set those up. So Energy Lotto can be there for a clutch play later on, as well as the 1 multi-switch. You know, maybe we can only Aqua Patch we can only ever Aqua Patch to the bench, but we need something on the active. So we Aqua Patch to the bench, multi-switch it to the active, and we've got what we need. So just, I know some kind of clutch plays there that may not always happen, but it seems exciting. Then we just run 1 Field Blower. I know it seems really low because Garb is still around, but not majorly. Really, we just need Zoroark early on to get set up. Afterwards, its ability is great as a bonus, but it's not as necessary if we've gotten set up. 1 Heavy Ball. Gyarados, of course, has a 4 retreat cost, so that 1 Heavy Ball is there to get a Gyarados when you need it and you don't want to discard 2 cards. And then we run 4 Puzzle in this list. It's kind of the new Zoroark engine where you run puzzles so you can get back these important cards. So what we're going to be going for will be Aqua Patches, Brooklet Hill, so we can use our attack more than 3 or 4 times for that 200 damage. Kukui, if we need to hit for more than 230 in certain situations. Our 1 Float Stone, Energy, Guzma, whatever you can think of, it's there to get it back. It can get you that clutch play to take your final knockout, but you have to play it at the appropriate time. Otherwise, it could be very wasteful. We do play 1 Rescue Stretcher just to get back any Pokemon that we need. 3 Ultra Ball just to search through our deck. Obviously, these are pretty standard staples. I need a new mouse. 4 Brooklet Hill. Like I said, this is to search for our basic Pokemon, setting them up. Or rather, our Magikarp. It's not going to help us with our Zoruas, but it'll help us set up our Magikarps. And then it helps Gyarados to be able to swing for 200 as opposed to 100. Which 100... Okay, I gotta be careful how I say this. 100 still isn't bad. It's bad for 5 energy though. So if you're using that attack, you better have your Choice Band on Kukui to at least swing for 150. But even then, that is just terrible. For a Pokemon that's that beefy, swinging for only 150 for 5 energy is it's really not good. So you need that Brooklet Hill. Next, 3 Guzma. Be able to drag out any Pokemon you want, obviously, and take the knockouts. Then for our draw support, we have 3 N, 1 Kukui, just to add the extra damage, and then 2 Sycamore, kind of cut it down for the Kukui. And like I said, we have puzzles, so we can get stuff back. And at the same time, we don't want to Sycamore very often because we need our resources. The only things that were cool with discarding really is like our energy, our water energy. So that is what we'll be focusing on. Then 4 Choice Band, just to do that additional damage, 150 with Zoroark or 230 with Gyarados. And then 4 DCE and 7 Water Energy, just to round the list off. So now we are going to go hop on the ladder and make fools of ourselves. It's going to be a good time. And who knows, maybe it'll work out. Maybe we're on to something. Probably not. Probably not. But that's okay. We're having fun doing Alright, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Alright, so looks like we're starting off against Zoroark, Lycanroc. Of course, one of the top decks right now, if not the top deck right now. So we'll see how we can do against this. I think this actually may have been the only list that I've beaten so far. I think so. Is that or Guardy? I can't remember. Alright, so we get to start with a Magikarp, which is good, but the rest of our hand pretty much sucks. Like, it's about as bad as it could get. So we need to top deck an N or a Lele or a Brooklet Hill or something. Alright, yeah, that's what I expected. Okay. That mulligan's good for us. Gives us a chance. And I can't remember if we flipped a heads or not to go first, excuse me. Nope, he gets to go first. And really something that we could consider in this list maybe would be elixirs. Maybe he still gets a bad start. Would be elixirs potentially. But the only problem with that is you can only really use them early on. And typically by turn 2 or 3 you've got your Gyarados already up. But, you know, we'll work out the kinks, or maybe we drop it after this video. Who knows? Who knows? Alright, so he's probably digging for a Lele to get a Bridget. He's going to get himself a couple Rockruffs and a Zorua. And if we can't make anything happen this next turn, like get some more Pokemon out, we may be in deep trouble. And this is one reason I've strongly considered at least tossing in one Bridget. Because really we do need it to get our Zorua out. So hey, look at that. We get Jack Squat. I hate doing it, but I have to. I mean, this is what I have to do. Of course, that's useless. Absolutely useless. Where's the supporters? Done. Oh, that's bad. I guess I could have energy lottoed there to shuffle my deck up since I knew the top was so bad. And now he just gets to pick what he wants. Does he have a Zoroark in his hand? I don't know why. I mean, all he needs is a DCE and a Zoroark in his hand, and this game's done. I don't know why he would play a Mallow if he didn't have a Zoroark. Oh no, he just had a bad hand too. But I bet he's got a like a Zoroark set up in there with a DCE or something. I'm gonna do this to shuffle up my hand. Those are the top 7 cards in my deck. I'd be okay with the Magikarp. It's just I would rather have like any supporter in my deck. Yeah, we're probably. I mean, all he has to do is get a DCE, which is, if he's smart, that's what he put up top. Or maybe he. I mean, yeah, he probably did. I don't know why he wouldn't. He's got the Zoroark. I don't know what else he would. So he's gonna Kukui, draw a couple cards. Okay. Float Stone. So he's gonna take me out with his Zoroark. You could take me out with your Lele, dude. You don't have to rub it in. We're gonna concede that one before he can hit us. All right, that's to be expected. You know what? I don't like doing this, but I'm gonna change the list mid-video. Raw and unscripted. Let's see here. Do I get? I cut the energy lotto. Let's. No. Got the multi-switch, I think, over the energy lotto. Yeah. And I add a Bridget. Which really, that wasn't the issue for us because we couldn't even get a Lele to get a Bridget. So, yeah. I think we're just doing this to make ourselves feel better. But hey, whatever helps us sleep at night. Alright, let's try this again. Take 2. Now, let me say this. So, I really don't excuse me, I really don't think Gyarados is the answer to this next meta. I really don't. I do, however, still believe though that with Metal being good and Fire coming up behind it will probably be good. I do not think that Water is a bad play. Oh goodness, this is almost, actually no it's not. We have an Ultra Ball. But what was I saying? Don't think, okay. I do think Water's a decent play if you get the right Water. I don't know what that is yet. It may not be anything. It may not be viable, really. But who knows? It may be Lapras. Maybe Lapras comes back. Maybe Lapras Garb, shut off abilities, hit really hard. I'm trying to remember. I think when Lapras first came out, I don't think there was Choice Band yet. Because Choice Band wasn't until Guardians Rising, and Lapras was in base set, so we didn't have a chance to see like hard hitting stuff yet. Oh boy. So we go for this. I'm not getting rid of Sycamore. I think I do this. See if I can get a Water Energy. Ultra Ball it away. And I'm going to get rid of my hand. I'm going to Sycamore instead of Bridget turn 1. Let's see if we even... Yeah, we would have had it. But that's fine because we can actually still set up this way. I'm okay with this. Oh, it was dumb to put that on the active. I should have held that DCE. That was dumb. Misplay. Where's the float stone? Where's the float stone? No. Alright, so we have Heavy Ball for next turn. You know what? Let's do this. And the only reason I'm doing this is so I can put the Lele in the active and not get KO'd next turn. That was so dumb to waste that. That was stupid. Yeah, I'm cool with that. But we have a Water Energy in the discard now, so we can Aqua Patch. We have a DCE, so that could potentially get us 3 energy going. We can Sycamore away this other energy. Hope for another Aqua Patch, get 4. We have Heavy Ball to get our Gyarados, so not doing terrible. Could be better. We'll see how we do against Volcanion if it goes, excuse me, the way it's supposed to, quote unquote. And the good thing for us is we can really take a hit. You know, 240. They'd have to do quite a few steam ups to make that happen. In fact, 30, 60, 90, it's 220. They have to do all 3, hit with a Volcanion, and they're gonna knock us out anyway, and do have a Choice Band. Yeah. All right. So we're still gonna take the Magikarp, but I had to try. And this way, you know, he used his supporter for turn, and he wasn't able to really advance his board state much. Now I think what I'll do. I'm not sure if it would be smart to use that GX attack now, but I could. I could hit with a Lele. We'll just see here what happens. Got Aqua Patches in there. I'm going to do this. And really, I don't even have to set up 5 energy against this deck. I just need the 3 to begin with, and then the the choice band, and I can hit for the perfect number. I will rescue. Well, hold on. What's in the discard? Zoroark. So I will rescue stretch of the Zoroark back next turn. All right. Let's see what happens here. So that's 50, 80. It's a good chunk. Alright, so he's swinging for 80. He's going to get set up. So I need to find myself a Guzma. But then I also need a float stone. So yeah, it might cause problems here. Let's see. Come on. I really hate to dump another DCE, but I can afford to because I don't need 5 built up. Yeah. Let's see what we can get off this. There's Gizmo. But I have no way to get back out of the active. So let's see here. See if I can draw the float stone. Or Aqua Patch, actually. Hey, there we go, Aqua Patch. Alright, sweet. So we're gonna be able to take 2 prizes here. It's kind of an odd way to use the Aqua Patch, but it, you know, whatever works. So we're going to take the first knockout. And maybe, well, I mean, it's really kind of pointless to use a GX attack at this point. Because we're so well set up. He can only steam up once right now. If he gets choice man, it's another 80. Okay, he's got 2 Volcanions, so he can steam up twice, but he's only got 3 cards. And that Fighting Fury Belt's actually pretty annoying. We did have a Field Blower, and he just ended away, which is fine. If we get another DCE, oh, there's a Field Blower. We don't even need it. Or Kukui. We can swing for 140, let's see, 90, 180. So yeah, we could take it out with a Kukui. Maybe that's what I'll do. And hold the Field Blower. That's 30. Can I get another Guzma? Oh, he's gonna scoop. There we go. So my theory is not wrong. In theory, water beats fire. That's just it's common sense. But whether or not it can beat everything, that's really kind of the key. Some people get that flawed mindset. That happens to me a lot of times, where we think, okay, well, the top deck is fairy, so metal's got to be the way to beat it. Well, that's true, but if metal can't beat everything else fairly well, like, it's obviously going to have an auto loss here or there, but if it can't consistently win across the field, it's really useless. So something to keep in mind whenever you're building your decks and testing your decks. Don't just assume like, oh, it beats the best deck. This is it. No, it's gotta perform well across the field. I mean, it's not always gonna take everything down. Everything's got a weakness, but it's gotta do fairly well to make it worth your time. And then there's decks like this. They're here to keep the game fun and interesting, and occasionally to find something that works. So who knows? Who knows? Okay, that's actually like a decent start. Put the Zuru in the active. We have a Lele, so we can bridge it. Turn 2, we've got Kukui, we've got 2 Gyarados, and we've got Ultra Ball for a Zoroark, and we've got Wishy-Washy, which we can actually one-shot. So that's good news for us. And all we need is a choice band to do that. Alright, so our deck looks decent. No majorly important pieces prized. We will grab these. And click done. Alright. Oh, you jerk. Double Magikarp. Got 2 of them already. Take the draw support. So I have no doubt that this is like wishy-washy stall. Like I don't see it being anything else. Nothing like having a Skyla for a Bridget. Alright. See what we can make happen here. Yeah, Kukui. To have stuff to be able to... Bro. Gotta think this through. Yeah, I think I just play this patiently. Don't look for the Zoroark yet. Just get my Magikarp out of the deck. He might parallel again, but that's fine. He's not going to knock us out. Really all we're looking to do now is just kind of set things up. If we get set up, then we can take him out. We need to be careful with our special energy. Because I know he plays hammers and Xurkitree, and we can't attack Xurkitree. That's fine. Planned on that. So our targets are 2 Wishy-Washies. He's going to try Crushing Hammer. Tails, tails, tails. Oh, dude. We can take down a Xurkitree, but we have to, like, we have to hit it just right. We have to use just water energy. It's a lot tougher than it sounds. Yeah, we're gonna Aqua Patch. We'll set that energy back up. We're just gonna Sycamore. Alright. We will keep going the slow route for now. And we'll pass. Let's see. If we... Yeah, okay, so if we top deck an Aqua Patch, what can we do? That still wouldn't help us. He's still gonna get rid of our energy. Come on, dude. You don't have to do that. So if we get an Aqua Patch, I mean, we can start swinging on a Xurkitree for like 70 at a time. But that doesn't really do us much good. Really like another Aqua Patch. Get greedy. Choice band. What is this card? Alright. So we'll choice band here. We'll end. Put these resources back in our deck. Like I said, we really don't want the DCE right now. Because if we play things right, we can potentially take a knockout on Xurkitree. But if he plays a bunch of hammers and plumerias and stuff, I don't think he has a 4 count of hammers, and I don't think he has a 4 count of Plumeria. I'm like 99% sure. Dude, got rid of our 3rd Aqua Patch. 2nd puzzle. That hurts. Okay. Floatstone, that's not what I need. Trade an N. And I know I gotta be really careful with the trades. Alright, so I can take down his Wishy-Washy. At least I can do that for now. Oh, no I can't, because I just attached an energy manually. Gosh dang it. Alright, let's... Gizmo. See if we can 2-shot this. Hopefully he doesn't have an Ace Roll or something. If we can 2-shot it, that'd be great, but he has too many cards in his hand. He's probably got Ace Rolla or Max Potion. Which we haven't seen a Max Potion get dumped. Have seen one Acerola get dumped. It's going to dump our Choice Band and Floatstone. It's not surprising. Hopefully he's dumping our Choice Band because he's afraid to be taken out next turn. And if that's the case, then we can take down Xurkitree, because we have our 2nd Choice Band here. Or probably our 3rd. No, just our 2nd. There's the Max Potion. Probably gonna grab Lucamine and Acerola. Yep. Cycle through those. I don't think this is one we can win because we have to cycle through so much stuff. Yeah, we just have to blow through resources in this deck. And what do I dump? Dump Choice Band. Okay. So one Max Potion's gone, but he has an Ace Roll in his hand. That I know. Alright, let's do that. We'll end just to keep our hand alive. Probably should have waited on the end. In fact, I know I should have. Misplays for days. And we'll shuffle more Pokemon back in later. Might as well just hit them, just in case. Now, if he doesn't dump an energy off of us, we can attach this other energy and take out a Xurkitree, no questions asked. That's the good news. The bad news is we still have to... freaking Flare Grunt. And there goes, what, 10 cards from our deck? Is that what it does? Oh, no, he just adds cards to my prizes. Cool, bro, thanks. It's probably going to be an energy. I bet I dumped all my Gizmo, and I got one more Gizmo. Yeah, that's the energy. That's fine, actually. Alright, so I got Gizmo. We'll dump this because we are going to use the stretcher to get stuff back into the deck. So we got a DCE. Alright. How can I don't see the way out of this. So we have a Choice Band, but that only helps us swing for 100. I'll just bring this guy up. This is one deck I have to admit I have no idea how to play against it. Haven't tested against it because it's not super common, but since Memphis, it's been cropping up a little bit more. And with so much special energy being played in lists, like Xurkitree is just a real problem. If it wasn't for Xurkitree, I could take down these two Wishy-Washis pretty easily. Oh boy. This is looking bad. So, gosh. I don't even know. We'll shuffle back 3 Pokemon, because why not? Yeah, I think we're pretty much donezo. Because I have to attach a DCE to take this guy out. Unless I can get another puzzle, and I can take him down. Treat. Alright, so we at least get to use our big attack with just a few turns left. And now, goodness, I hate that screen. 7 of them. Alright, we didn't get the puzzle. Can't attack Hoopa. We have to get a puzzle, and it's in our prizes. So we have to get a puzzle. It's in our prizes. We can't take down Hoopa. We can't get Gizmo because we don't have puzzles. So this is a scoop like 12 turns ago. And he's still gonna Gizmo. What did I just do? I just conceded in a game where I wasn't gonna have a chance anyway. So alright, that was atrocious. So we beat a Volcanion like 2 turns in. We lost to a Zoroark Lycanroc because we dead drew like crazy. And what is it now? Grass, water, psychic. Is it maybe Genesect? Maybe? Yeah. It's not Bulu because there's no Vikavolt in it. Maybe it's Decidueye, but like no Zoroark or anything. There's Genesect sleeves, so maybe it's Genesect. Alright, so we start with our Lele. We are going to bridge it this time. We're going to be smart about this. Hopefully. Yep, okay. So this is actually good. We have a water Pokemon that's not weak to grass, which of course is typically what it's weak to. And we don't have to worry about that this time. So that's good news. Failed his first elixir, that's good news. Fail the second, come on, fail the second. Wow. Okay, things are looking good for us. I mean, the N kind of stinks, but, you know, next hand could be potentially better. It's decent. I like the other hand better, I think. But we still have our, Lele. Prize 1 Zorua. Oh my gosh. Prized, what, 2 Magikarps? 3 Magikarps prized. Oh my goodness. This is a John Kettner moment. Prized 2 puzzles. Wow. So 2 puzzles, 3 Magikarps is 5. We have all our Zorua. What are we missing? And then now we have our Aqua Patch. Our multi-switch. No, we took out multi-switch. What's the one card we're missing? We know 5 of them. and they're not good. So, actually, probably shouldn't have even bridged it because we're getting 2 Pokemon. I mean, I guess we still have this third Zorua, but if they take down that Magikarp, that's it. Okay. That is not good. That's not good at all. Man, I can't remember any time that I've had prizes like that. There's that fancy full art Gladion. What's he gonna snag? I guess it doesn't show us. That makes sense. Will he fail his 3rd max elixir? No. Okay. I was kind of hoping he would. Alright. I guess we... I like the Lele end play more than anything here. Actually, I really kind of like Lele Sycamore, but I should have dumped the puzzle then if I'm doing that. I guess we just go for N. My brain needs to wake up. Alright. Let's get some energy going. Rough. Alright, so what we can do is we can actually dump this energy. I know I just said I need energy, but I can get a Zoroark and dig for puzzles. Come on. Nope. That's fine. We still got something. Alright. And this can actually be a matchup where the GX attack is pretty relevant if you start spreading energy around. Because when we discard 1 from each of them, we're technically discarding 2 from each of them. So, you know, could be a big deal. He looks like he's going to get his Venusaur now. Okay. Okay, I don't think we need 3 Brooklet Hills. Not right now. Dump the Ultra Ball. Really nothing else to search out in our deck. Energy Lotto could be helpful. Get the DCE and we'll swing for the first one. So right now he's swinging for 1, 2, 3, 4, 130. If he gets 2 more on, it's 170. Ouch. I don't want to use the GX right now. It just doesn't seem good. I need to take that guy down. Is that a Lurantis he dumped? Yeah. So he's in 2-shot range, which is no bueno. But let's see if we can get ourselves a Float Stone. Dump the end. Float Stone or Field Blower? I like preserving the Gyarados since he can take the hit, and we'll swing with Lele a couple times to take a knockout on this guy. I mean, he could easily retreat into the other guy in the back, but that's fine. We'll take him out too. The biggest disadvantage we have is his damage output doesn't really have a cap, and it sets up faster, which is, I guess that's really the weakness overall with this deck, because it doesn't set up fast enough when that's what it needs is set up. But the other issue we have is they're one prize attackers. Alright, I would have rather him not retreated though, because if I hit the one with the Wishable Baton, his energies are gonna go around. So Field Blower, please. Yeah, we still have it in there. That'd be awesome if we could hit it. And there it is. Whew. Lucky. And we have Aqua Patch. We can set up some. Problem is, he's gonna knock out the Gyarados afterwards anyway, most likely. So do we really want to Aqua Patch onto that Gyarados? Probably not. Probably want to wait until we get a Magikarp from our prizes, which we know we have them in there. And actually we can't because he's going to be in the active. Alright, cool. So we are going to get rid of this and this. So now those energies will go away. Trade away one of our stadiums. And I think we're just going to hold with what we have now, because we know we need the stretcher, because we're going to get a Magikarp most likely off this prize. Yep. And then we will rescue stretcher and be able to put on one water energy, probably two. And let's hope he doesn't have an energy, because if he has one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he knocks us out. And there it is. Yeah, and I just, man, this deck sucks. This is like worse than Machamp was. Oh my goodness. But that's okay. It was fun. It was fun. That was the goal in this one. And now he's just drawing cards from his deck just to thin things up. Once he got that Venusaur in play, it was kind of unstoppable, which is the big bummer of the deck. Whoop. Another Wishful Baton, and we don't have another Field Blower. And do we have any more? I still have all of our whatchamacallits. Who goes to the active? I guess Zoroark, he can take a bigger hit. DCE in there. Boy, oh boy. Let's attach this DCE. We're gonna get rid of that. See if we can't take this guy down. Give us a couple turns. Hopefully you can get stuck in the active. And there's the Gizmo. He's taking down whatever he wants. Oh, goodness. So, we played against 3 different decks. Lost to 2 of them. No. Did we play against 4? We played Volcanion. This one. Iron Zoroark. Oh, and the stupid wishy-washy one. So, we went 1 for 4, which is not good. So now we pretty much know, certainly, that this is not a good deck. If you know your friend's going to be playing Volcanion, maybe you can have some fun and mess with them a little bit and see if it can do well. But I would not suggest this deck, guys. It was fun to build. It was fun to play until you lose, like, every single game. But if you're interested, list is right here for you. If you're not, please be sure to still leave a like. Subscribe to the channel. I promise we actually do play good decks around here and have plenty other types of content, and we sure hope that you will join us again here on the Deck Box, where we want to know what is in your box. Have a great night, guys.